Pretty Kizzy Slayer and Master Waxologist of Body Party Studios. I am also the beauty accountant for people in the beauty industry and service-based businesses, but you all can call me back. Okay? I know it said that I was talking about how to scale your business and how to hire and fire your team. So let me tell you a little bit about myself and my businesses so y'all can understand the experience I have so that y'all can kind of know where I'm coming from with this, okay? I own a $500,000 spa in Jackson, Mississippi, and we've only been open for 2 years. The strategies that I use to open that spa is exactly what I teach my business consulting and accounting clients to do, okay? And I want to talk to you all about actually going from being a solopreneur and a solo technician or solo professional into actually hiring your team. Because it's not until you actually hire your team that you can scale your business. Because it's only so many hours in the day, and you can only touch so many people. Six-figure earner, you need to at least make $300 a day. You just make half of that with one person. You see how you get to a six-figure spot real fast? That's just with one teammate, okay? So that's $150 a day. Times 5, because if you're open 5 days a week, just say Tuesday through Saturday, off Sunday and Monday, like most of us are, that is $750 a week. Now, your booth rent person, they only paid you $400 a week, okay? And this is just with them doing 5 $50 services a day. But just say your services are actually $100. So that means that month, that $750 is higher, okay? You just made your $1,000 just by having a $100 service, just by having one team member, okay? And then for the month, that's $3,000 a month, and there's no cap on that. So you just made $3,000 a month by having one team member, and you didn't touch not one person that they did. So just say you did the same thing, and you service 5 people a day at $50, and so you made $150 a day yourself. So that's, you made an additional $3,000, so your spa just made almost $10,000 a month. That's with one team member. That's what my spa does, except we have 5 team members. Wow. Okay? And now, still, I want y'all to see the difference. That booth rent was only $400 a month. Okay? Now we have one other way to pay them. And this is actually how most people get paid in my spa now, which means it gives me more money. And that's wages. But with wages, that has the most responsibility. Wages, people get scared about paying people wages because it's like, ooh, how I'm gonna pay them? How I'm gonna pay them? And I'm gonna be honest with you, when I started out with commission because I was like, y'all don't work, y'all don't get paid. Because I was like, look, I don't wanna be responsible for payroll, y'all ain't paid, y'all ain't do nothing. Yeah. So I don't suggest starting off with wages. However, wages, when you get to a point where your business is making money on a constant basis, wages is the way to go. And I'm going to show you with the numbers why that's the way to go, okay? So just say you pay somebody $12 an hour. I looked at Massage Envy's wage, and they don't even pay $12 an hour, a lot of them. So I just picked $12 an hour just for the sake of example so that y'all can see the numbers, okay? So you pay somebody $12 an hour, and they work 30 hours a week at your spa. They only get paid $360 that week, okay? So if they work 6 hours a day and did 25 services a week, they just made you $1,250 a week and $5,000 a month, okay? Subtract that from their monthly payroll, you just made $4,640 off that one employee, okay? So, but that money sounds good, but do not go get employees if you're not ready to pay the cost. And I cannot tell y'all that without I'm also an accountant. I cannot not tell y'all the other side of that. When you have wages, You are responsible for their unemployment, their taxes. It's a lot of other responsibility, but the higher the risk, the higher the reward. And I have no problem sending in their money for their taxes. Because when I do payroll every week, it already calculated for me. It tell me, just say they made $360 a week. Well, they not even getting the $360 a week because the tax already come out. And I take that money and directly put it into my tax account. That's the key. Because that is not your money. I don't care if it's in your account. It's not your money. Because on the 15th of every month for your state taxes, and on the 15th every quarter, the federal government want their quarterly taxes. And they don't care if you say, oh, I don't have it in my account. Because in their eyes, it was never your money in the first place. You were just holding it for a minute. So I always suggest people to go ahead and have their, with their business, have a operating account. That's just a checking account. That's where the money comes in and out of. Okay? And then also have a tax account. That tax account is what you, every time you do payroll, just go ahead and move the money over just like you already paid it. So then when it's time to pay it, you just directly debit it out of that account because the money's already there. You're not having to go look for it. It's already there. And just put it over there again because I'm telling you what I know. If you keep it in your account, you're going to spend it. You're going to spend it every time. I know no one that has the discipline to keep that in their account and have it there when they need it, when it's time to pay their taxes. Other than that, they're like, okay, well, let me hurry up and do some services so I can pay for my tax bill. You working backwards. Okay? Before I move on, does anyone have any questions about what I just talked about with the 3 ways to pay your team?
I have a question. For your folks that work on commission, are they like independent contractors, so they take care of their own taxes and everything?
So when you have people that are on commission, you can do it either or. In my studio, they are employees. And I'm going to tell you why they're employees. Because I buy all the supplies, everything in there, all they do is show up. And the reason I still pay them commission, again, because most of those girls, they've been with me since I opened. So that was the structure that I started with. Now the new girls that work for me, they're getting paid by the hour. But the reason that I chose to put them as employees is because a lot of times when you have people that are independent contractors, your office hours, your salon hours, your office hours may 10 to 6. Well, they only want to come when they got a client. That's not the type of business I have. I run businesses that are franchise ready. Although I have no desire on having a franchise, but it's franchise ready. Franchise ready means that it's ran like a corporation from start. Because they cut out all the foolishness, all of disorganization in the beginning. You want to always build your business as a big brand, even if it's just you. Okay? And also, so my responsibility as the business owner, although I do work in my salon, as the business owner, my job is to make sure those girls come to a full book of clients. They come to work with a full book of clients the whole day, and they didn't have to go get not one client or anything like that. They don't have to buy any supplies or anything, which is also why they make a lower commission, but all my girls take home at least $1,000 a week. And so if you have a team, take care of your team. Take care of your team, and they will take care of you, unless they try for money. But don't worry about that. Your responsibility is to take care of your team. And on the flip side, when you say, are they independent contractors, that absolutely can be the structure for that, and that still works the same. However, I need them, no matter who you go to in my salon, if you get a wax, you get a wax the same way, because I personally hand train everybody in my studio. Just like a corporation, when you go work for a job, yeah, you might have went to school for whatever, but you got trained on the way that business do business. And everything runs through my system so that it's no confusion. It's no, okay, I get off your table and I'm checking out with you. Well, how am I getting paid? Right. Because we don't play those games. Because if they came through the door, they need to check in through the system, check out through the system so that it's clear what you did, how much you made, and on payday, you know how much you're getting paid. It's black and white. It's no, oh, she cheated me. No, 360 a week. Well, they not even getting the 360 a week because the tax already come out. And I take that money and directly put it into my tax account. That's the key. Because that is not your money. I don't care if it's in your account. It's not your money. Because on the 15th of every month, for your state taxes, and on the 15th every quarter, the federal government want their quarterly taxes. And they don't care if you say, oh, I don't have it in my account. Because in their eyes, it was never your money in the first place. You were just holding it for a minute. So I always suggest people to go ahead and have their, with their business, have a operating account. That's just a checking account. That's where the money comes in and out of, okay? And then also have a tax account. That tax account is what you, every time you payroll, just go ahead and move the money over just like you already paid it. So then when it's time to pay it, you just directly debit it out of that account because the money's already there. You're not having to go look for it. It's already there. And just put it over there again because I'm telling you what I know. If you keep it in your account, you're going to spend it. You're going to spend it every time. I know no one that has the discipline to keep that in their account and have it there when they need it, when it's time to pay their taxes. Other than that, they're like, okay, well, let me hurry up and do some services so I can pay for my tax bill. You work backwards. Okay?